Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about who should be the Houston Astros opening day second baseman, as this is going to be a really hard decision, and probably will be right up until the lineup comes out. We'll find out who's starting at second base for the Astros. With Jose Altuve being out for 2 months, we have an idea who's going to be at second base. It's going to be a mixture between Dubon and Hensley, and I don't think anybody else will play that position. Just Hensley and Dubon. You got both of those guys filling that position out until Jose Altuve returns about, almost June, probably the end of May. Actually, maybe May. I would say early May 20th, so maybe May 20th, around there, Altuve returns to action for the Astros. But until then, the Astros have to go on without him and play either one of these guys in the opening day opener. And I think, personally, I think we need to start Dubon in our opening game. I like David Hensley more, because, and I'll tell you why. Now, Dubon, he's a better defensive player, but he's not as good as offensively as Hensley is. Hensley's a good offensive player. Hensley's a good defensive player. With Framber Valdez on the mound tomorrow for the Astros against the White Sox in that opening game of the White Sox series, Valdez, a guy who a lot of his outs are ground balls, especially to second base. Hensley. Dubon's a way better second baseman than Hensley is. They're both really decent second basemen. Hensley more comfortable at the shortstop and first baseman, and even left field position than he is at second base. Dubon is way better than Hensley at defensive ground balls. So for that first start, I think it's only right to start Dubon. Now that second game, I think Hensley starts at second base for the Astros, and then we'll see I don't know if it's going to go back and forth. It probably won't. You'll probably see one of the guys start 2 games in a row, then the other. I think it's just depending on who's doing the best out of the two. Because Dubon, when he's hitting well and he's hitting at his best, he's a decent hitter. And Hensley's a great hitter. And it's just going to be interesting to see what Dusty's decision is. I mean, you could if he wanted to, he could start both of them tomorrow. Because here's another thing. It's not going to happen, but with Brantley not available to start the season, this is a look you could do, but it's not going to happen. Left field Jordan, center field McCormick, right field Tucker, DH Hensley, second base Dubon, and then first base Abreu, third base Bregman, shortstop Pena. That's not going to happen, but I'm just saying, if you didn't want to start Myers in Game 1, that is another option for the Astros in Game 1 against the White Sox of the first game of the season. Don't think that happens. I do think Myers gets to start, but I'm just throwing out that option for the Astros as well to get both Dubon and Hensley on the lineup, and that could be something they do in a future game as well. And I honestly do think that is definitely something they could do in a future game. But as for the first game of the season, I think Dubon needs to be the starter. I think Dubon needs to be the starter for every game that Valdez pitches in. And that's just my thoughts, though. Once Jose comes back, just for these 2 months, Dubon, I think when Valdez starts, I think Dubon needs to be the starter just for those all the ground balls coming in from Valdez's outs. I think both players are going to have a really good impact for this team while Altuve's out. I think both guys are very underrated. Hensley's a way better hitter than Dubon is, but Dubon's a decent hitter. Dubon actually really had a really decent spring training for the Astros. And if he can hit the way he did in spring training, Dubon should be just fine with the Astros as the starting second baseman. You guys let me know who you want to see for the Astros in that opening game tomorrow against the White Sox at second base. I want to see Hensley get more playing time, but I want to see Dubon in the opener for the Houston Astros. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed them. Your thoughts, and peace out. Go Astros.